Morning Vlogmas. So today is Thursday, December 10th, and it is about lunchtime. So we've been working on some school this morning, and I've been working on my Christmas socks. And yeah, so not much is happening around here. It is just a normal, slow school day, which is kind of needed. I feel like at least this week seems to just feel like I don't get anything done. Like, I'm not really doing anything, but for some reason I feel like I'm just always on the go. It's weird. Yeah, so like I said, we were doing school. We are at the moment reading this book, which is called Wagon Wheels. It is by Barbara Brenner, and it is about a family of it's a free black man and his 3 young boys, and they are traveling from Kentucky to Kansas, or they travel from Kentucky to Kansas, and the story opens right as they reach Kansas, and they live in a dugout, which is basically a hole in the ground with walls, sort of, and then they cover the top with grass and sticks, and so they basically live underground. It talks about their encounters with Native Americans, and then their father in the spring leaves them alone in this little dugout town that they've found or whatever, and he goes to find a place where he can build himself a real wood house. He's a carpenter by trade. And so, yeah, I think that his youngest at the time is toddler age. I mean, he can't be any more than 4, I don't think. So it's a little much, but I had to skim through to figure out how it ended and stuff, because it talks about their encounters with Native Americans and stuff. So I wanted to see what kind of language was used and like what discussions needed to be had regarding the book and the time that it was set in. Set in that time where if you came to Kansas, you got free land or whatever. So anyway, so it's actually a really good book. Bookshark chose well for that. It doesn't have anything that's really problematic. It has themes that are really easy to discuss with your child at this age. Yeah, so we're reading that. My son's really happy to be out of the section we were in. We were in kind of a medieval section. He's not really interested in that era. And it's double hard because reading is not his favorite thing. And then one of the books that we were reading is called The Door Behind the Wall. It was really actually very good. It was about a young boy who had polio, I believe. He got sick with polio and his leg stopped working. And he was supposed to have been gone to his uncle's house for night training, like to be a squire or whatever. So I guess his parents weren't aware that he was still in the house, like his travel got delayed or whatever, and all of the help in the castle has basically fled because they're afraid of getting sick. And, you know, the young boy, of course, is very frustrated about the fact he doesn't have his legs to be used, and his caretaker basically tells him, like, you're a terrible, evil boy, I'm leaving, I'm never coming back. Well, she, of course, meant to come back, but she got sick with polio, I think, and so she reached out, you know, somebody from the church came to care for her, and she asked them to go look for him because he couldn't move out of bed and couldn't take care of himself, and he's probably 8 or 9 in this story. And a friar comes to find him and takes him back to the abbey and nurses him back to health or whatever. And it's a very good book, but it's written in the Old English with the these and thys and thines. And he struggled with that one a lot. I think I read most of that one, which is fine. That's not a big deal. But I think he's glad to be out of the medieval times, which is funny, you know? Like, it seems like most boys are really into knights and castles, and he's not. He's like, whatever, it's fine. So, yeah, so we're working on that. He requested to do math and science only for the first 2 days of our school week, and so the deal is, that's fine, I don't mind that, but that means that he has to do the whole week in those 2 days. So Bookshark is set up on a 4-day work week, and you do math, science, language arts, and history, which are pretty much the same thing. Like, they all have the same readers and they kind of blend in together or whatever. You know, but there's handwriting, and then Friday is meant for you to go use as a field trip. Like, that's the point of Friday. So, you know, sometimes we'll use that day as a school day if we need it. Sometimes we just take the day off. Sometimes we'll go on a little adventure, or, you know, when the world is normal, you know, we go to the museum a lot. He really loves the museum, and stuff like that. So yeah, so he chose to do math and science for the first 2 days of this week, and we caught up on a bunch of stuff and got a little bit ahead on that. And so now the next 2 days will be history, reading, writing, so all of that stuff will go in together. And yeah, that's it. That's all I've got. So we're eating lunch right now. We're taking a break, and we're going to have a quick lunch. So I'm going to go do that, and I will check in with you guys later. Don't hide from the camera. Mm-hmm. Love the camera. Bubby, say hi.
Hi.
Oh, okay. Hi, Vlogmas. So we are getting coffee, and then we have to run to World Market. And that's it. So, for any of you who are fans of the gingerbread latte that Starbucks has not deigned to bring back to America, because check your little local coffee places, your little local coffee kiosks, or local check your local cafes. Usually they'll have gingerbread, and I mean, it's not Starbucks gingerbread, but it's okay. It'll be fine. It's all the same flavoring. So yeah, that's what we're doing. I was looking at their holiday menu, and apparently they have gingerbread here. So, yay! That's what we're doing. Okay, bye. they're so late on advent calendars today. It's like 9:30 at night, and my son's still awake because we haven't done advent calendars, and he won't go to sleep until we do. But he has a chocolate advent calendar this year, and it's like every chocolate is like the size of a penny, and so I feel super bad. But he gets to like open up my yarn advent calendar, so I'm lying. I don't really feel that bad. But we were at World Market today, and look what I found, and it is so stinking cute. So I thought that this could be something that he could open every year, and we could just put up, and it'd be part of our Christmas decor. And it's super fuzzy and not focusing because that's my camera. Thanks, y'all. And I will post it up whenever I get everything open. Okay, and again, we're apologizing for the horrendous lighting situation in my house. So, from Sweet Sparrow today, I got this adorable little squirrel sticker that I just bent when I put it up here on the table. So, sorry, Julie. This is Riverwalk, and it's absolutely gorgeous. It's the gray color of river stones and pebbles, and I'm pretty sure it's completely inspired by the fact that she gets to sit on the river every day and send me pictures to make me jealous, so that's fantastic. This one is from Lambstrings Spooky Advent, and it is called My Two Front Teeth. So it's this kind of bone white color with speckles of gray and yellow. And then this one is from my Nightmare Before Christmas swap with my friend Mariah, and it's called What's This? Which, if any of you have ever seen that show, is a very, very catchy little tune that it's got going whenever Jack first discovers Christmasland. Here's our cookies, and as you can see, none of the print stayed on the cookies. So, I think that these cookies are from Half Baked Harvest, and they are the maple brown sugar glazed, anyway, they're sugar cookies for the most part, and they have pecans in them, but they also have baking soda in them, and the baking soda makes them poofy, and whenever they poof up, obviously they lose all of the print. So I would have shown a picture of the dough right before it was cut out, and this is kind of where my cookies are. They look like little pillows now. So the rolling pin is really nice. It's pretty easy to clean. It's easy to use, all of that fun stuff. It's got really pretty little details and designs on it. I don't have any complaints about the rolling pin. I just, like I said, it's kind of a struggle finding the right consistency of dough, because when the dough is too wet, obviously it sticks to the rolling pin, and if it's too dry, then everything crumbles apart, obviously. So we'll try it again with a different set of cookies. I would think in my head it would work really nice for like shortbread maybe. So maybe we'll make a batch of shortbread next week or something and see if that works out a little bit better.